Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about something that has become incredibly popular lately: manifestation, personal energy, and the state from which desired results naturally appear. There are countless methods, techniques, and systems being shared online. But the truth is, everything can be simplified into two main steps. The first step is accumulating energy. The second step is directing that energy. And if you understand these two principles, many things begin to make sense. Let's start with energy. In order to create anything in life, whether it's a new opportunity, a project, financial growth, or a personal transformation, energy is required. The question is, where does our energy usually go? For most people, it flows in two directions. The first direction is the past. We replay conversations, mistakes, regrets, and situations that happened weeks, months, or even years ago. The second direction is the future. We worry about things that haven't happened yet. What if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I lose everything? What if I make the wrong decision? And while we are constantly thinking about the past or worrying about the future, we are draining the energy available to us right now. So if energy isn't in the past and isn't in the future, where is it? It's in the present moment. The present moment is the only place where life actually exists. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, only now. But what does it really mean to be present? Many people think it means meditation or sitting silently for hours. Not necessarily. Being present simply means fully experiencing what is happening right now. Imagine you're walking outside after rain. You notice the smell of the wet ground. You hear birds singing. You feel the wind on your skin. Instead of analyzing these experiences, you simply notice them. Or imagine drinking a cup of tea. You notice the warmth, the aroma, the taste. You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're not replaying yesterday. You're simply experiencing the moment. That is presence. And something interesting happens when you spend more time in this state. Your energy begins to return. Your mind becomes clearer. You feel lighter. And eventually, new ideas start appearing. Unexpected inspiration arrives. You suddenly feel called toward certain actions. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to launch a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to learn a new skill. Maybe you feel inspired to move somewhere new or completely change direction in life. These ideas often appear naturally when your mind becomes less crowded. The more present you become, the easier it is to hear your own inner guidance. Many people ignore these impulses because they immediately begin analyzing them. They ask themselves, is this realistic? Will it work? What if I fail? What will other people think? And often the idea disappears before it ever has a chance to grow. Instead, try listening. Notice what repeatedly calls your attention. Notice what feels exciting, interesting, or meaningful. Sometimes the next step doesn't need to make perfect logical sense. Sometimes it only needs to be taken. This brings us to the second step: directing your energy. Once you've stopped wasting energy on the past and future, you can begin intentionally focusing your attention. Where attention goes, energy follows. And where energy flows, things begin to grow. That's why it's important not to constantly focus on fear, problems, or worst-case scenarios. Instead, focus on what you genuinely want to create. Some people call this visualization. Others call it intention. the name doesn't matter. What matters is maintaining a connection with the future you would like to experience. Not through force, not through obsession, not through constant effort, but through calm awareness and clear attention. The truth is that manifestation doesn't begin with techniques. It begins with your state. Your state is the foundation. Your state is the soil from which everything grows. If the soil is healthy, growth happens naturally. And that's why returning to the present moment is so powerful. Because every time you return to now, you stop leaking energy. You become clearer, more aware, more connected to yourself. And from that state, opportunities become easier to notice. Ideas become easier to trust. And action becomes easier to take. So if there's one thing I'd like you to remember from this video, it's this. Stop living in yesterday. Stop worrying about tomorrow. Return your attention to what is happening right now. The present moment is where your energy lives. The present moment is where clarity exists. And the present moment is where real change begins. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.